Hey guys, Ron here, and for a long time people have imagined themselves as Pokemon trainers. It's a natural human instinct, but it would be pretty boring to simply tell you the Pokemon I'd use and peace out. That's why instead of simply being a trainer, I would be a strong trainer, specifically a gym leader in the Galar region. What if I was a gym leader in Generation 8 of Pokemon? That means in this video, I'll walk you through why I picked the theme of my gym, how to get through the gym challenge, the gym trainers you'll encounter, my team, my Gigantamax Pokemon, and especially the art I drew of myself as a gym leader. I think people are going to be surprised because my gym isn't a grass-type gym. Let me show you guys what I mean. So in order to determine what my gym is going to be, I have to determine who I am as a person, what are my interests, and what is my element. Themes that could have turned into my gym would have been grass type, since I'm obsessed with green, my favorite Pokemon tend to be grass starters, and I enjoy buying fake plants to decorate my room with. But that's not all my life is about. Some have told me that the psychic type wouldn't be a bad idea since I enjoy knowing things, and a trivia game wouldn't be a bad gym challenge. According to a video I put out recently, my favorite type is dragon, and I could have had a Mega Sceptile to tie it all together. Music is a huge part of my life, maybe even the biggest, and I wouldn't put it past you to assume that my team would be sound themed and my gym challenge would be some kind of music challenge. But none of my absolute favorite Pokemon are sound related. But a super important aspect of my life that I will use as the theme of my gym is something I can't really blame you for not knowing because it's not something that can be showcased in my videos. That is light. My whole life is dictated by it. The lighting of a certain situation in real life or even the media I consume heavily contributes to my mood. I have a ton of LEDs in my room that I use to set a plethora of different moods, and my favorite pastime is going for walks. I just love experiencing different perspectives on things that I may have taken for granted. For example, a walk at 1 o'clock will look completely different than a walk at 4 o'clock because the position of the sun is casting a completely different shadow. Because of this, going on a walk is never boring, because chances are, even if it's the same location I've seen a billion times, the weather and time of day affects how I perceive my location. Add on the fact that I'm always listening to music on my walks, and that's just another variable that makes every single walk unique. But my number one favorite time to look at the world is during the sunset. It is my favorite time of day and the natural phenomenon I adore the most. So how does this all tie into my gym? Well, I'm not going to have a monotype gym. I've never fully loved that aspect of Pokemon, that the most powerful trainers in the region have no coverage. That's why leaders like Raihan, Blue, and even Winona are so awesome. You go into Raihan's battle expecting to sweep with some Ice or Fairy type moves. Nope. Gigalith, Sandaconda, and even Duraludon put you to shame. Blue has a completely diverse team, and Winona, even with a monotype team, has 6 different types at her disposal. Rock won't work on Skarmory, Electric won't work on Tropius or Altaria, and Ice won't work on Pelipper, so that's why my team will be themed around light, as well as my gym challenge. All my Pokemon and the Pokemon of my gym trainers are those with some kind of relationship with light. They emit it, they absorb it, or they need it to live. These tend to be electric with their glow, grass with their chlorophyll, which uses the sunlight, rock type with their glowing gems, psychic with their hypnotic lights, and just like light, it comes in all different colors of the spectrum, so I have multiple types on my team. This theme of light also ties in with the positive or wholesome persona I've garnered on YouTube. I'm the lighthearted gym leader that likes to go on walks and watch the sunset with his Pokemon. Since I don't want to reveal my team at the beginning of the video, let's start with my challenge. My challenge takes place here on the Galar map, and you can only initiate it after acquiring 6 badges and making your way to the entrance of this whimsical forest right before the sunset. You'll be greeted by me, the gym leader, Ron, and I'm pretty much wearing exactly what I wear in real life, something very appropriate for a light walk. I'll say, hey, you must be insert name here. I've been watching your matches online. You're pretty good. I usually do research on all up-and-coming trainers in the region, but I particularly enjoyed watching you and your Pokemon battle. Are you here for the gym challenge? Cool, so here's what you gotta do if you want to challenge me. Just head through this forest and come out the other side in time for the sunset. Then we'll have a battle in the stadium facing the sunset. It'll be beautiful. Just know that there is one rule. When battling any trainers you encounter in this gym, including me, you can only use a total of 4 Pokemon during each battle, so choose your Pokemon wisely. I'll go ahead and meet you there. Feel free to enjoy your walk, but don't enjoy it too much. I don't want the sunset to be over by the time you show up. Good luck. So I head in and you enter the forest. Keep in mind, the challenge isn't as easy as I made it seem. The forest is big with a lot of winding paths. It's a maze with many different sections of the forest. It's hilly, a bit foggy, and there are puddles that block some paths and even a pond. If you leave to heal, you're gonna have to go through the entire thing all over again. The only constant is that the light that's shining through the forest is coming from the west. That's the sun, and that's where you need to head towards. But the light isn't always reliable. I have various Pokemon at the perimeter of the forest emitting powerful lights of different colors, so you never know which way is the true exit. But every time you defeat a trainer, one of the lights will stop shining, so you have one less light to confuse you. The closer you get to the entrance, the louder the music that comes from the stadium gets. If you notice the flowers in each section of the forest forest, you may do better and find ways to remember where you've already been. This place is an actual route, so keep in mind you'll encounter wild forest Pokemon. Imagine Slumbering Weald, Glimwood Tangle, and some of the DLC area all together. It's definitely the biggest forest in the game. In terms of feel, it's kinda like a denser version of the giant chasm crater, and like Pinwheel Forest, but 2 times bigger. You'll encounter 5 different trainers, all of which have 4 Pokemon ranging between levels 42 and 46. June has a Shiinotic, Tropius, Illumise, and Lumineon. Jordan has an Ampharos, Cherim, Watchog, and Leafeon. Hayden has a Zebstrika, Gigalith, Lantern, and Larvesta. Ed has a Heliolisk, Lycanroc, Sawsbuck, and Espeon. And Maya has a Sunflora, Starmie, Zoroark, and Luxray. All of these trainers share my love for walks and beautiful sights. They help keep the forest grounds neat, and they even go around advertising my gym. They're great people. Once you get through the forest, you make your way down a cliff and enter the stadium. It has a prime view of the west because I like to look at the sunset during the battle. The crowd is here to watch a beautiful battle too, and a beautiful sky. I'm already in the middle of the field. You walk towards me, and I greet you, saying, "So you made it. I hope you enjoyed the ethereal beauty of the forest, but now get ready for the most spectacular view of them all. My team appreciates the same atmosphere that I do, and I hope you've developed an appreciation for the simple things in life as well. Like a fine battle during the golden hour. Let's go." The music shifts, and I choose Dusk Lycanroc, a Pokemon who loves to go on walks with me during the sunset. He's level 45, holds a Hard Stone, and has Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Accelerock, and Fire Fang. Depending on the Pokemon who defeated my Lycanroc, I may choose my third Mon, but I usually stick with my second, Luxray. It's level 46 with leftovers. Luxray's moves are Volt Switch, Wild Charge, Ice Fang, and Crunch. Luxray is the Pokemon I take with me on night walks. If my Luxray doesn't manage to pull through, Malamar's next. It's the Pokemon I use to create neat lighting situations in my room. He's level 47 and has an Assault Vest. Its moves are Night Slash, Psycho Cut, Superpower, and Flamethrower. If Malamar's Contrary doesn't overwhelm you, then my last Pokemon will. I look to you and say, I can still pull through with my first partner ever. I learned how to notice nature's beauty during my childhood in the Hoenn region. We'll win together. Go Sceptile! It's my starter Pokemon and my best friend. He's level 48 with a big root. His moves are Giga Drain, Leaf Storm, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. You either switch out or leave your Pokemon in. Either way, I look at you with passion and say, I guess there's no choice. This may block the view, but it'll be a view of its own. I step back as my Sceptile grows. Right before you is Gigantamax Sceptile. Just like how the Galar starters stay the same when Gigantamaxing, but have a part of them turn huge, so does Sceptile's tail become a giant tree with the orbs on its back growing from its branches, emitting bright light. They explode like mines when touched, and admittedly, they look like ornaments, fulfilling the whole Christmas tree meme that Sceptile's mega inspired. Funny how the only Jewish gym leader has a Christmas tree as a Pokemon, but little known fact, I love the holiday season. I mean, I love lights and decorations, so it's up my alley. But let me just say this was the first Gigantamax art I've ever made, and the first time lighting a tree from below. It's hard. It's really hard shading a tree that is lit from below. But back to the battle. I shout to the heavens, "You know what to do, Sceptile! Show no mercy! G-Max Pin Flurry!" With one shake of its tail, Sceptile launches a ton of sharp leaves at its foe. With pins stuck on your Pokemon and needles all over the field, there's both a spike entry hazard and harsh recoil every time you use a physical move. If you manage to defeat my Sceptile, I'll proclaim, I guess our chance of winning has set. But no matter the outcome, it's always a breathtaking sight. I walk up to you and say, now that was some crazy skill. I try to bond with my Pokemon by finding similar passions and interests. Perhaps one day you can show me what you and your Pokemon love to do for fun. Perhaps it's battle. Regardless, you're definitely good at it, so you deserve this, the Sunset Badge. But this won't be the last time you see me. If you become champion, I will come for a rematch. My team will be an Ampharos, Lycanroc, Luxray, Malamar, Volcarona, and Sceptile. I really wanted Volcarona to be part of my original team, but it evolves in a later level than any 7th gym team is on. Keep in mind that all the Pokemon I use are among my top 10 favorite Pokemon of their respective regions. For hypothetical reasons, if I wasn't allowed to have Pokemon outside the original Galar decks, my team would be sound-based and contain Rillaboom, Toxtricity, Obstagoon, Orbeetle, Kommo-o, and Noivern. If I had to choose one type, I'd be a Bug-type gym leader, even though I hate bugs. I love Bug-type Pokemon though, and perhaps it'll be very interesting for my character. Maybe it's a good kind of exposure therapy to get rid of my phobia. I think the bug types in Galar are great. My team would be Centiskorch, Orbeetle, Frostmoth, and Vikavolt, with a Golisopod in my rematch. These are some of my favorite Pokemon of all time, but if I could have any team in any region, it would be a Grass-type gym in Lily Cove with Sceptile, Decidueye, Torterra, and Rillaboom. I hope the light-based team didn't feel like a cop-out, and I hope it makes sense to you. If anything, the green in plants is from their chlorophyll, which helps convert light into food for plants to enjoy. And I hope you enjoyed this video, enough to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Make sure to check the description for all the music I used, the t-shirts I made for you guys, my Patreon where you can get cool rewards like seeing my videos early, which you can also get by clicking the join button and becoming a member. It even gives you a discount on merch. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you guys soon.